closer, getting closer. All right, so welcome everybody to Continuing Culture and Arts presentation of the Transparency series. This is the first of 8 episodes that we have confidence will happen. And if folks show up and things go right, we'll do more of this. Okay? All right. So, special thanks to both Mayday Space and the Starr Bar for making this possible. To Andrew Drury, the man behind Continuing, who hooked it up and got, his funding, are you getting the space, right? Which is big progress. Okay, Transparency Kestra, we go back to 2013, okay? And part of it is, I was trying to figure out how to do music when people don't show up or they cancel and you don't have rehearsal time. And I tend to do like really intensive stuff. So out of partially a sanity thing, I came up with a social structure that would musically work, where it didn't matter who didn't make it, blah, 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 the music could still happen. Okay? Now, so there are a number of elements that went into this. One was I played with Carl Berger's orchestra, improvisers orchestra, for a while. And the thing that Carl was, he had all these incredible musicians showing up, and none of us were getting any money. And I'm going, oh, you mean I don't have to raise $10,000 just to get something? So, we built kind of a community orchestra, and like, except when there's an exception, it's a volunteer project, right? Well, because it's about the music. Anyway, but Carl also always did open rehearsals. And I like the idea of, I like it, of seeing how things are put together before you actually see the thing happen. Because I don't think we need to mystify this stuff. We need to bring people in on it. Okay, what were the other things? Well, Butch Morris, yes. Right? Because he was the master of, like, how does information move in music. But I found out I didn't want to do it the way Butch did, but that doesn't matter. He was an important part of it. And then other little things. Anyway, transparencies. Okay, the idea of transparencies is you take, like in visual art, you take one layer and you put it over another layer. See-through. Now in music we call that layers or tracks. But I came into the thing of writing things so they intersect in a certain way so that you could jump from one world to another and so forth. Will this work tonight? I don't know. Right? Anyway, but the point is that's the structural idea that's behind all of these, and they're done kind of differently. So anyway, thank you for being here. Tell people about it, because what we're trying to do is just get a lot of people involved, right? Because we're here for the people. We're not trying to hide the music or any of that kind of stuff. Speak English. Okay, all right, so let me introduce the musicians. We got Shu Otomura. We got Sean Samuel and David Sidman playing guitar. Okay, we got Devin Gray and Michael T.A. Thompson in the percussion section. Okay, our contrabassists are Dmitry Yushenko and Evan Palmer. Okay, in the woodwind row here, we got Jessica Lurie on soprano. We got Claire Bruner on bassoon. We got Nick Gianni on bass clarinet and bass flute. We got Ross Moshe on flute and bass clarinet. We got Haruna Fukuzawa Haruna. Okay, she's on all the different flute sizes. Okay, we've got, boy, I'm having a hard time with the language today. Okay, we got Josh Sinton on baritone. Okay, we got Ryan Easter on trumpet. Okay, we got my old time brother Steve Swell on trombone. And oh yeah, I'm Patrick Brennan. Right. Okay. So the first piece we're going to do is "We Shall Overcome." And okay, this is the struggle continues and all that. And I know there are really deep thinkers who think way beyond that story, and I'm behind that too. But I'm especially thinking about Mohsen Mandawi, that after he got out of his detention, folks were singing that. Then I was also thinking about Representative Al Green after he got kicked out of Congress when he challenged the king on the would-be king on Medicare and so forth, and they gathered afterwards singing the same song. So I said, well, it's time to do something with that. So we're going to do that first, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so format, right? Okay, we'll start with the guitars and the basses and the drums doing the one sound, okay? And then I'm gonna cue Steve in on the two sound, okay? Then I'm gonna, and that can continue. Then I'm gonna cue in the woodwind section on the three sound, okay? And then I'm gonna cue in Ryan on the four sound, okay? And then we'll take it from there, okay? Don't forget to prune. Okay, when you're playing the sections, you don't have to prune because they're actually unusually written parts, okay? But when it comes to one pattern, definitely prune that, okay? And let's see how we go. Was I looked for it. I don't know what happened. I had white gloves so you could all see my signals better. I think I left them in the house. Well, that was when we were at Google, where you can see me, so I got white gloves. But I think I left them at home. I couldn't find them. Okay, so let's see.